Folks, let me tell you, okay? There is nothing that I relish more than the opportunity to deliver cummies to PragerU. And that is what we are going to attempt to do today. Earbuds deployed. Video activated. Let's go. Let's fuck do it. Show me, PragerU.
I own a small business with 7 employees.
Cool.
We make cookies.
Cool.
Not just any cookies. We make sugar-free cookies that diabetics can eat.
Nice.
Actually, they're so tasty,
That actually is kind of nice. Okay.
anyone can enjoy them.
Yep. Cool.
That was the inspiration that motivated me to start this business. You see, I'm a diabetic myself. I have been one my whole life. If you think running a cookie
I'm not going to say anything.
company is fun and games, think again.
Oh. We're getting like a life lesson on the Wait, guys. There's no need to be mean. There's no need to be mean-spirited, guys. Listen, be real. Would you trust a skinny cookie chef? Nah, fuck that. Fucking absolute fuck that shit. And this ain't no fat phobia either. When I'm going down to the fucking local bakery, when the cookie shop, I want to see some fucking pork belly ass 800-pound man deliver me, because that man loves his own fucking product. I want to fucking meet up with chefs, and fucking 20% of every batch they make, that's going right down into that. That's the shit I want. They love their craft. They take pride in it. Man, fucking what's the point of being a chef? A fucking chef. And not partaking, okay? That's all I'm saying. It's nothing but respect on my end.
I work 100 hours a week, which isn't unusual for
Jesus.
small business owners. I make a nice living, but I'm not in it for the money. I love what I do. I'd better. My margins are very tight, around 1%.
Holy shit. Why is Gordon Ramsay not fat as fuck? Isn't he a good chef? Well, for one, not all good chefs are fat. I'm largely being facetious here. But also, Gordon Ramsay isn't just a chef. He's a television celebrity chef. So there's going to be an incentive for him to look good for camera. He's pretty fucking built. A lot of chefs are actually pretty muscular because working out frequently increases your metabolism, which allows you to eat a lot more. This is a really thin margin, 1%. So for every $100,000 this business spends on upkeep, it receives 101,000. That is that can't be right. I mean, it's possible. A lot of restaurants don't start making a profit until like their 3rd year. But here, hold on. Actually, wait, hold on. What's this guy's name? Joseph Semprevivo. Mi Italiano primo. We'll assume this is Italian name. Joseph's Light Cookies. Here we go. Joseph Sugar Free. A spicy meatball. Let's see. Okay. Their Facebook page has 3.4K likes, so they probably aren't like this enormous fucking business or anything. They've done interviews recommended by, so that's cool. Articles in the Christian Science Monitor. Okay. That's a little strange. Diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, 1986. Baking over 12... Whoa! Hold on, wait a minute. This is not a fucking single location. This is a factory. What? There's no way something operating on this scale? 12 million cookies a day? There's no way something... Small business owner, 12 million cookies a day. This guy isn't a fucking chef. Take back everything I said. I am a small business owner. I imagine this guy fucking, like he bakes the cookies and he puts them out, like small business owner. This is a factory production line. 12 million fucking cookies a day. Sold in stores like Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Big Lots, independent health food stores, and major grocery grocery chains across the countries. Award-winning best-selling book. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking small business owner. Get out of here. Jesus fucking Christ, these people. These people, by the way, really, really good way that Porky's, Porky, it's too good because this time he's fat too. But really, really evident way that oligarchs will try and make themselves seem like they're part of the common man. This is like that Joe Plumber shit. Republicans who are multimillionaires, who work with like big CEOs, big companies, will then go like market themselves as like a good old farm boy, just like what George Bush did. George Bush was like an Ivy League educated, like East Coast, not intellectual, but but like oligarch. And then he bought a farm right before the fucking the presidential campaign. Yeah, good old George Bush, just a good old farm boy. Just another one of the hardworking American. It's the exact same shit every time. This fucking guy comes on, small business owner. Turns out he owns a fucking factory. Jesus. Listen how he even phrases it on the website. From our little kitchen in New Mexico, we began baking 170 cookies a day and brought them to local grocery stores for our people to sample. See? So little kitchen, back at 170 a day. You still working with a fucking small business when you've upped that production line to literally 100,000 times as many cookies a day? All right. Grift exposed. Conservatives destroyed. Good job, team.
For small business owners, I make a nice living, but I'm not in it for the money. I love what I do. I'd better. My margins are very tight, around 1%.
I want to say, by the way, if you have a factory or multiple factories that are capable of producing this many cookies, you should not be running on 1% margins in a capitalist society. Like, something is going wrong if this is the case. So either he's a poor businessman. So there are three possibilities. He's a poor businessman. He is an unusually gracious, beneficent CEO who makes as little profit as possible to ensure the highest standard of living and for his workers and lowest possible price for his cookies, something I doubt considering he's on a PragerU video. Or three, the most likely one, he's lying.
That means I have to sell $1 million worth of cookies to make $10,000. Every penny counts, literally. That's why I get...
That's actually not how that works. That's not how margins work. Fuck me. Guys, this isn't how... okay. That's not how margins work.
To make $10,000. Every penny counts, literally. That's why I get so frustrated with government regulations.
Yeah.
Now, let me be clear. Some regulations are necessary, especially for obvious reasons in the food industry.
You're in the food industry. Hold on, what's this guy's name again? What's this guy's net worth? Joseph Semprevivo. American business executive, owner of Joseph's Light Cookies, a sugar-free cookie business with an international presence. He's also the author of Madness Miracles Millions, which chronicles the Semprevivo family's rags to riches stories. He's been on Fox News and Fox Business to discuss tax policy and other issues. Nice meme. On March 12th, 2019, he testified before Congress about Social Security. He's also a regular op-ed columnist, and his writings have been featured in national publications like the Wall Street Journal and the Washington Examiner. Nice meme. Nice meme. Small business owner. Goes on Fox News to discuss tax policy. Writes op-eds for the fucking for the Wall Street Journal. Rags to riches story.
Especially for obvious reasons in the food industry. But necessary and excessive are two entirely different things.
So keep in mind that this man's entire career right now is oriented around advocacy for 0.01% of the population and tax policies that benefit them. That's his only interest coming into this.
Excessive, unnecessary regulations
Such as?
soak up valuable hours of my time and my money for no good purpose.
For one, he does not work 100 hours a week, okay? I was thinking like small family business manager desperately working to keep the bills afloat. There is no CEO on earth that works 100 hours a week. Have you ever seen those fucking like how CEO time is broken down charts? And it includes stuff like traveling, business meetings, eating meals, exercising. When they say I work 100 hours a week, what they mean is this is the period of time during which I am not sleeping. Okay, it's complete horseshit. Same with this trying to pose 1% margins, meaning that you have to sell $1 million of cookie to make $10,000. That's not how margins work. Margins are how much money is invested into the business relative to the amount that you get out of it. How much do you actually make after all of the revenue is totaled? How much of that actually goes against the expenditures that you have to put into your business? It's not a flat cost of how much you make versus how much you sell.
That 100 hours I work per week, I estimate 36 of them are spent on compliance issues alone.
What the fuck does that mean? You're a CEO. Fucking hire other people to deal with Wait, what the fuck does that? What the fuck does that? This would be like, I, Vosh, CEO of Vosh Industries, work 100 hours a week, but 27 of those hours are spent manually repairing the potholes in the streets that I drive down. What's up, Washington? Like, wait, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing that? Nothing, by the way, that this person says should be listened to. Unless there's a source attached to anything out of this greedy fuck's mouth, nothing here should be listened to.
This keeps me away from activities that would help me grow my business.
Shut up.
Like
international
sales and product development. And that keeps me away from hiring more people.
12 million cookies a day. International business. Holy shit, the fucking grift. He had to fucking open this with me. I'm a small business owner. Holy shit.
My employees are like family to me. It's that way with most small businesses. But
I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I actually can't do this. There's nothing that disgusts me more than a disgusting fucking porky bougie cunt who runs an international business talking down to me like a member, like a fellow family member, like me own papi. How do you say in Italian? Mi papliano? Like me own papliano, fucking sneering at me with disgust as he considers the possibility that any of the millions of dollars that he has reaped from the hard work of his employers has to go back to the state that he relies on in order to continue his business.
Struggle every single day. I could be more productive and feel a lot less anxiety.
Dude, you're a fucking CEO. You're a multimillionaire. You go on Fox News. You've written books about how your family is rich. You could literally have every single little bit of work you do sheltered off into a fucking secretary who you pay 1/100th of your net worth, and then you just spend the rest of your life in the Cayman Islands. There is no fucking anxiety. This is, Hey, by the way, guys, you know the fucking reason why people like this feel anxiety? Even if he wasn't lying. Let's assume he's not lying about feeling anxiety about his 100-hour work week. Do you know why? Because making the most amount of money possible is a game to them. They're empty, disgusting, disgraced fucking lives. They call their business fucking employees family because they don't know what family means. They don't give a fuck about anyone around them. The only thing they give a shit about is making more money. So they will drag their life out to the fucking bone, trying to increase the dollar value in their fucking savings account to the highest possible extent, because that's the only thing left that gives them any fucking feeling, any fucking experiential joy, a fucking chub, any blood left in their fucking dejected, wilted fucking dick. That's the only thing that they have fucking left. And that's why everything that he does could be offshot to someone else. He has the money to do whatever the fuck he wants. He could literally just be he could be the fucking consultant. You could call, hey boss, do you think we should go with lemon cookies? Yeah, sure. Just maybe send me a package to taste them. I'll see if they're good. Just send me a business report on how much it would take to integrate those additions to the factory model line, and we can run with it. And then he could go back to sitting on fucking Cayman Island, letting 12-year-old fucking what's polyasian? The Islander girls? He's probably a pedophile too. All rich people are pedophiles. Polynesian, thank you. Polynesian girls fucking rub oil into his flaps, okay?
If I didn't have to fight my own government, or should I say governments, federal, state, and local.
Damn.
I get the roads and the bridges of the national defense, but I don't get...
I understand, basic level of civic infrastructure and maybe some military. I understand these things, but healthcare? Public schools? Just lay it on me. Lay it on me.
get why they have to be involved in every tiny aspect of my business.
Notice he hasn't laid out a single law he has an issue with yet. I bet you that we could go over every single regulation that he would bitch about, and every single one of them. Not most. There are unnecessary government regulations, but I bet you almost all of them are perfectly fucking reasonable. But instead, he's going to make a bunch of baseless, completely unfounded, whiny ass fucking complaints about how his multi-million-dollar international industry is being fucking hamstrung by these meddling government bureaucrats who are just trying to see his taxes expropriated into something useless, like, say, paying for the schooling costs of young children.
Sometimes competing with each other as to who can make my life more difficult. For example, as a bakery, I'm under the jurisdiction.
Notice how his icon is represented by a small bakery shop rather than by a factory. Hey guys, want to remember something? Class collaboration is a classic component of fascist rhetorical strategy. By making business owners seem as though they have the same class concerns as you, antagonization between the workers and the owners is subdued. What do you think is taking place here? Why is this multimillionaire internationalist CEO being portrayed as a small business owner? Is it to quell that fervor? Better to make the proles angry at each other over race and gender issues than it is to make sure they're angry at the people actually responsible for controlling society, right?
Of the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, the Department of Agriculture, and the Occupational Safety and Health Administration.
And what's wrong with any of those things?
As a bakery, I'm under the jurisdiction of the Food and Drug Administration.
Yeah, to make sure you don't have rat parts in your food. Cool.
FDA, the Department of Agriculture.
Yeah, to make sure that the resources that you use in the production of your cookies are compliant with federal standards for food production. Yeah.
And the Occupational Safety and Health Administration.
Wait, guys, none of that was class reductionism. They're doing the opposite of class reductionism. They're doing demographic reductionism, where they ignore class divides to have people focus on race and gender and stuff. I'm not saying you should ignore race and gender problems. I'm saying they're telling you to focus on those ones exclusively so they can get you to ignore the class ones. And yeah, OSHA exists so you don't have your fucking workers work 12 hours with no with no breaks in between their shifts.
I also have to deal with the state health agency.
Wow, state health agency, cool, to make sure you provide health care to your workers and also to make sure that you're following by guidelines and sure to make sure that people can work like livable conditions in their businesses, yeah?
They all have different rules. If these rules contradict one another, it's not their problem, it's mine.
How
A few
so?
years ago, the FDA inspector showed up for one of his random inspections. He noticed the door to the area in which we bake our cookies swung out as you walked in. He told me that was a code violation. The doors have to swing in. I had 30 days to fix it or I'd be fined thousands of dollars. I should note we have an air curtain between both rooms, so no food particles can get in or out of the baking area.
Irrelevant. So by the way, this is not his floor plan. Again, he runs a factory, so I sincerely doubt that his floor plan... why does he have like... What's this floor? Like, wait, he runs a factory. It's irrelevant. Anyway, so the reason why I've worked food service, so the reason why you want your doors to swing into the kitchen rather than out into the dining area is because you don't want somebody who's carrying a bunch of fucking dishes to push open the door with their back, as you often have to, and end up hitting someone out there. Hitting someone out there can injure a customer or another server, and it usually interrupts your movement enough to make you trip and fall. It's much less likely to do that when you're pushing it into the kitchen, because people in the kitchen are all employees and all know to avoid the door unless they're coming through it. Easy. It's that simple. That's why it's done. It's obvious, really.
I pointed this out. The inspector was unmoved.
Yeah, because the air curtain has nothing to do with it. Wait, I'm sorry. I was just a fucking restaurant employee for a few years. What the fuck are you But Inspector, I put an air curtain in the door. Wouldn't that fix the door swinging the wrong way?
Of the baking area. I pointed this out. The inspector was unmoved.
Damn.
A few months later, the inspector from the ag department shows up for one of his random inspections. He notices that the door swings in. Yes, I tell him, it does. It's an FDA regulation. No, he tells me, it has to swing out. Fix it within 30 days, he says, or you'll be fined.
I'm calling bullshit on this. Everything else this person has lied about, so I'm willing to bet they're bullying on this, okay? I know a little bit about regulations from the Department of Agriculture, and I'm pretty sure none of them have anything to do with door swinging. The FDA has control over business regulations, not the Department of Agriculture. Hold on. Where did he say? This is Pennsylvania. Department of Agriculture is a state thing. We're New Mexico, right? Starting a food business in New Mexico? Nope. Permits and regulations? Nope, that's farmer's market. It would take literally hours for me to dive into this. I would bet anything that he is lying or misrepresenting the situation. I am fairly familiar with how restaurants operate and how restaurant regulations conflict with each other sometimes. And I am pretty fucking the USDA is federal. Yeah. And I am pretty fucking positive the Agriculture Department is federal. Yeah, but they have state specific regulations. 100% this was two different doors, or there was a reason for it. I guarantee you he's not presenting this accurately. A single bakery under that name doesn't exist. Oh yeah, I saw this. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any physical record of a physical location for a restaurant for Joseph's Light Cookies. There's a factory, but the actual, as for like a bakery or like a restaurant, I saw people in my subreddit try and pull on this and nobody was able to find it. How do you do this? How do you do this street view shit? How do you turn around? Oh, there we go. This is his factory. Here we go. Vosh, the door that connects any room to an exit route must swing out in the direction of exit travel if the room is designed to be occupied by more than 50 people or if the room is in a high hazard area, i.e. contains contents that are likely to burn with extreme rapidity or explode. Why would a kitchen have 50 people in it? Wait, no, this is from the OSHA. This has nothing to do with the Department of Agriculture. See this? Hating on Gloria Farrow? No, hating on Gloria Farrow. This is from OSHA. This is not from the Department of Agriculture. He said the Department of Agriculture was the one who put that regulation up, the one that said the door had to swing outward. This is what he's talking about. It's a fucking factory. Here's his little quaint hometown restaurant. Here's his guys, here's his family. Do you see all these cars? One or more people in all of those. This is his family. Just a big old family. Just some shitheel factory out in the desert of New Mexico. This is his cute little home. Look at all these shipping containers. Damn. What's in there, do you think? Just a bunch of plates and forks and knives for him to serve alongside his quaint homemade cookies? Sanitation Performance Standard Compliance Guide for the United States Department of Agriculture. Okay. Nope. Not a single provision here specifies. Not a single provision here specifies that the door has to swing a particular way, only that it has to be well sealed when it's not being swung open. Why are we spending time on this? Because everything that everybody says in a PragerU video is a fucking lie. And these videos get millions of views. They lap it up, and it's all, every single drop of it is lies. And it's so fucking easy to disprove. I want to throttle these people. These people are responsible for the misery and suffering of millions, billions of people. They're the capitalist class. They're not like you and I. They're different from us. We have material concerns that are utterly divorced from theirs. Their concerns aren't, how do we pay for healthcare? How do we get our child a good education? How do we afford this car payment? Their concerns are, how do we lobby our tax interests to Congress effectively? How do we convince the working class that we're on their side? That's their interests. It's fucking disgusting to me that these people are so fucking... Not only are they propagandists, they're bad at it. Because anyone could watch this and realize it's lies, but they don't. Because the education system is as bad as the healthcare system. Lapping it up. People, the same unironic dipshit. Oh, business reg. Oh, this poor multi-million-dollar international CEO who writes op-eds in the Wall Street Journal and appears to testify before Congress. If only it weren't for regulations that he mentioned that can't be found anywhere and are contradictory but don't actually exist, then this man, whose business is like a family to him, might be able to make even more money. These people, and they love it up. I bet you this person, Sly Fox, 2 weeks ago, 3.4K likes. I bet you this person, within the next 6 months, is going to look at their bank account and then look down at an injury on their body or the body of one of their children and wonder which one is more important to them. Andy Bernard, 2.1 thousand likes, typed 2 weeks ago. I bet you that this person right now is contemplating getting a third job because he can't pay down his student debt. Emperor Washington. Okay, well, this person's definitely a fascist. Emperor Washington. Sergeant Blaze with the red fedora profile picture. 1 week ago, 205 fucking likes. Small businesses are the backbone of the economy from a lot of politicians. True! Except not really. Not in the way they say it is. And certainly not from this fucking guy who's not a small business owner by any stretch of the word.
I started keeping 2 sets of doors. One that swings in for the FDA and one that swings out for the ag department. Here's another example. The FDA requires...
Again, everything he just said, we can just safely assume is a complete lie. Like, there's literally no truthful basis to anything that he just said.
...requires bakeries to send a sample of every product batch to a third-party lab for testing.
Wait, what is this? Let's pay attention to whatever he's about to lie about next.
Here's another example. The FDA requires bakeries to send a sample of every product batch to a third-party lab for testing.
Really? Small bakeries, huh? The FDA requires that every small hometown bakery send a portion of each batch out of the oven to their to one of their laboratories? Really? Food and drugs. Testing and release for distribution. This is of April 1st, 2019. For each batch of drug product, laboratory determination. Okay, this is for drugs. Food and Drug Administration. Okay, this is for drugs specifically, not for food. This is also for drugs. Food for human consumption. Here. Here we go. Verify that your finished patch dietary supplement meets specifications for identity, purity, strength, composition. Select one or more specifications for those things. Batch dietary supplement. Finished batch of dietary supplement. All adequate documentation to your basis. You may exempt one or more of your product specifications from verification requirements in paragraph C1. Finished batch days, finished quality. Compound. Tested examinations. This is about determining whether or not a batch of dietary supplements, it seems, so not actually food. FDA food lab testing. Guidelines. Nope, this isn't going to be relevant either. Whatever, let's just continue with this fucking video.
We make 36 batches a day. That means we have to send 36 bags of cookies every day to that lab.
Remember that giant factory? Remember that huge factory that we took? For one, assuming he's telling the truth, remember that enormous factory? There is plenty of space for 12 million cookies a day for 36 bags of cookies to be sent to the FDA. Hey, keep in mind, by the way, the reason these regulations exist, assuming he's telling the truth because he lied about the last thing, the reason these regulations exist is to cut down on epidemics and mishandling of food or diseases that are caught in it, or a lack of purity, like they're putting sawdust in their shit instead of flour. You know, all of that stuff that has plagued the food industry in less regulated countries for their entire, for the entirety of like the developed world.
This cost me tens of thousands of dollars every year.
I don't care. I don't.
Remember,
every year? I thought he was about to say every day. Oh, I'm sorry, fuckhead millionaire. I don't give a shit if your gigantic new fucking Mexico factory racks up a couple $1,000s every year, fulfilling fucking FDA requirements. Also, why aren't you specifying how much money it makes you? What, does it make you $11,000 every year, or cost you $11,000 every year? But you want to pretend it's higher than that? Joseph's Light Cookies. This company has an annual revenue of 10 to 20 million and employs a staff of approximately 20 to 49. I think he's gonna be okay, guys. I think he's gonna be okay. He's a member of the Job Creators Network, a conservative United States advocacy group. It was founded by Bernie Marcus, the co-founder and former CEO of Home Depot.
in order to make $10,000, I have to sell $1 million in cookies.
Which he's lying about. There's no way his profit margins work like that. Guys, hey, really quickly. Do you want to know another way in which he's lying? I know we already know that he knows that he's lying, okay? I know we already know this, but his claim is that he has to make $10,000. He has to sell $1 million worth of cookies to make $10,000, okay? That's his claim. His annual revenue is 10 to 20 million. Let's take the lower, or we'll take both ends of, no, let's average it. 15 million yearly revenue. Now, revenue is not the same thing as profit. So if he made $15 a year, $15 million a year in revenue, that would mean that his actual profit would be 150,000. So using his math here, and the estimation of how much money he makes per year, his business's total profit at the end of each year would be at most $150,000. And yet somehow, he employs 20 to 49 people and is also a multimillionaire. Damn. So even if every single dollar, not even counting taxes, even if every single dollar of profit went directly to his coat linings, he still wouldn't be able to make enough to afford the lifestyle he lives currently. Something tells me he's not being honest about his margins. But you know, I mean, he lied about absolutely every other fucking thing conceivable in the entirety of this video, so you know, who would have thought? Who would have imagined? He's a Trump reply guy? Well, he's on a PragerU video. Ooh, baby, I'm cringing over here. With 3 likes. Joseph's Light Cookies is in a border town. Crime is rampant, drugs are rampant, and the community is under siege. Listen to POTUS, real Donald Trump, and build a wall, Pelosi and Schumer. Damn. Hey, Go back to Italy. Go back to Italiano Supremo. You fucking Don. Get out of here. MAGA. Make America not Italian again.
We've never had a bad test. Hardly surprising. Making cookies isn't that complex.
It has nothing to do with the complexity of making cookies. It's whether or not your cheap ass is throwing fucking sawdust or rat parts in there. Which happens.
The ingredients are well known and safe. I'm all for testing. But how about 1 bag out of every 10 batches? That'll...
What is the size of a batch? I mean, if a batch is literally 500,000 cookies, then no, I think sending 10 cookies to the FDA is pretty reasonable.
Alone might double my profit margin to 2%.
Damn.
One more...
Wait! No! Is he seriously is he actually fucking suggesting that this particular FDA requirement, the cost of him sending bags of cookies to the FDA, cuts in half his yearly profits? In half. He has a factory, and the cost of him sending bags of cookies to the FDA cuts his profit margins in half. Maybe he personally delivers the bags in fucking velvet-lined bags on a private jet fueled by artisanal gasoline or something. This man, anybody who is even past arithmetic would understand that they're being lied to. But
for example, the government demands that the type on my packaging be a certain size.
I don't care.
Fine. I hired a company that does this sort of work to do the printing. The inspector gets out his magnifying glass and decides the font is off by 1/100th of an inch.
Damn, sounds like you got some shitty-ass fucking artists to do it. Jesus, yeah, follow the rules, bitch.
All the packaging has to be trashed and a whole new set ordered.
Damn.
That cost me $15,000 or $1.5 million in cookies to make that money back.
For one, he's lying, as he has in every other point here. For two, that math doesn't check out. And for three, do your fucking job right.
Another time, we didn't include the word coconut in the allergy section of the package. We didn't think it was necessary, as these were coconut cookies.
Okay. You fucking idiot. Holy shit. Okay. You stupid fucking piece of shit. Okay, fucking, all right. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, like, pretty much, this is the cognitive level that we're operating on right now. Yeah. I'm sorry, no. Food allergy warning stickers are not like a, oh, well, they'll get the context kind of deal. Why? Imagine how fucking brain dead you would have to be for you to put out fucking cookies with coconuts in it, and for the government to point at your food allergy warning sticker and be like, "Hey, you didn't put coconut on there," and then for you to bitch about it on PragerU. Holy shit!
All that packaging had to be redone.
Good. I hope it fucking bankrupted you. I hope you had to sell a fucking yacht to buy the packaging to redo all of that shit, and then I hope the money that you spent was money that you couldn't use for your own fucking diabetes. I hope this guy dies from his diabetes.
That cost me $68,000.
Good. I should have cost you more. They should have fucking fined you, you stupid piece of shit.
Or $6.8 million worth of cookies to make that money back. I could go on. So could anyone who owns a small business.
You don't own a small business. You own a multi-million-dollar factory, and you're an international
But you get the
CEO.
idea. Small businesses are responsible.
Also, is anyone else getting the impression this guy is an incompetent CEO? I'm terribly sorry. I understand government regulations can get everyone down. I kind of get the impression this guy might actually just kind of be a fucking dumbass, and now he's blaming the state for it. The state had a regulation for packaging size, and they got mad when I didn't do it. Why is the government mad I didn't put coconuts in the allergy warning for my coconut cookies? I'm sorry, dude. I can't fucking. How edgy can I get with this? Does diabetes affect the brain? Is this like early degeneration?
For 60 million jobs. We could be responsible for a lot more if the politicians who pass these laws and the bureaucrats who enforce them would back off. Common sense regulation, I'm all for it. Excessive, unnecessary, wasteful regulation, I need to get back to work.
Please get back to work and then die. Please perish in a fire. Holy shit. Nothing disgusts me more. Everything was a lie. The math was all off. He's a big businessman who owns a factory and probably treats his workers like shit, calling them family and telling everyone else that he's a small business worker. Man, fuck this guy. Fucking perish. Fucking get out of here. Out. Out. Out! Get him out. Make America great again. Get these fucking porky business owners out of here. That's what we need to make America great again. We need to expropriate the fucking bourgeoisie. Send them the fuck out of here. Disgusting.